Welcome back. I hope you are in high spirits. As a part of this video, we'll understand what is self-join. So what is a self-join? Self-join is nothing but table joining to itself. So if you see, we have a table and we have a table joining to itself, then it is called as a self-join. In our previous videos, we have seen other types of joins like inner joins, outer joins, where we would need two tables to perform joins. In this case, we are talking about the self join. Self join is joining between the two copies of the same table. Now that we understood what is self join, but why do we need self join? Whenever a requirement for a table referencing itself, that is when we go for a self join. Whenever there is a requirement to query order data by comparing the rows in the same table, that is when we do a self join. If there is any relationship that need to be discovered within the table, that is when we would go for a self join. Let us understand this with an example. In this table, if I want to know all the customers who are from the same address, but they have a different customer ID, that is when we wouldn't be able to tackle this by a straightforward select statement. That is when we need a self join. If you see, what we are doing is we are trying to say, I want the condition to be address of the customer 1 should be equal to address of customer 2. Both of them are from the same table. Customer 1 is also customers, customer 2 is also customers. And we are giving where customer ID should not be equal to customer ID. Okay, that is when we get a result where the customers who are having a same address, for example, in this case, Bangalore. So Rohit and Neha are from the Bangalore, but they have a different customer ID. Karthik and Shreya are from the Delhi and they have a different ID. Let us understand the syntax of this. The way we do the self join is we have to provide the condition on which we are performing the join. Here, self join means a table is joining with itself. Then we can also mention inner join. Then there'll be confusion, right? What is inner join when what is self join? There is nothing called a keyword called self join. Either you provide a keyword called inner join or you don't provide anything. That is how the self join works. But how come inner join, self join? There'll be some question like that, right? So if you remember, when we did a inner join, it was between the two tables. Now we are using the same table here. Because we are using the same table, inner join implicitly become self join. After providing the condition, we can also specify the where condition and the columns you want to select and the tables you are using for the joins. We'll understand this bit more with an example. The table we are going to use is customers table with some 4 columns and 6 records. In this table, if I want to know who are the other people who has the same address as that of Neha, let me repeat, who has the same address as that of Neha. That is when we can go with the self join. We are saying customer ID, customer name, customer address. We are selecting from the customers C1, customer C2. Again, the same table is alias to customer 1 and customer 2. And I'm saying where customer address is equal to customer 2 address and customer 2 name is Neha. So it will give only those addresses which are matching with the Neha's address. That happens to be Bangalore. Okay. As a part of this query, you'll get only Rohit and Neha. We can also do the join with the keyword inner join. Everything is same except that we're going to provide the keyword inner join. With that, you get the same answer. Let us say in this example, you want to find all the addresses which are same as that of customer ID 4. In that case, we can go ahead and say select customer ID, customer name, address, depends on you which are the columns you are planning to select, and then customers C1, customer C2, we are aliasing it, and we are saying C1 dot address is equal to C2 address and customer ID is equal to 4. I want only those addresses as that of the customer ID 4. In that case, the results will be Delhi, right? because customer ID 4 has the address as Delhi. You can also use the same statement with the inner join keyword. So if you see here, everything remains same except that we are mentioning the keyword as inner join. That will also give the same results. Wonderful. We understood what is self join. We'll understand this in bit more detail as a part of the hands-on experience. Thank you.